In this video, we will demonstrate how to use our flight log tool to record actions in your experiment. There are two nodes in this experiment, client and a server, and they are both running Ubuntu Dew image. I have SSH'd into both nodes, and I will follow instructions from this page to install and configure Bind as authoritative DNS server on the server node. Here I am installing Bind software. Here I am configuring named conf options to include information necessary to run as authoritative server. So we're turning off the recursion. And here I'm modifying named conf local to include information about the zone file. Here we create the zone directory and edit the zone file to include information about example.com. We then verify that the server is properly configured in the zone 2 and we restart the server. Finally, at the client, we check that the server is working properly. We will now use a separate one-node experiment running Ubuntu Dew to retrieve our experimental history. We invoke flight log py from USR local src folder and provide the experiment name and the project name. The list command gives us overview of all the commands that were executed. It tells us which node they were executed on, at what time, what was the command, and shows the partial output. The last column shows whether the file that was modified by that command was saved in the local Git repository for that project. We can expand the commands to see full input and output, and we can also see that in this case it was saved in the Git repository. The file was changed and saved there. We can also decide to select certain commands and add them to a script. In this case, I'm adding several commands to the script, and when I run command show script, I can see which commands were added. I can also type help and see the list of available commands. I can type help in the command name to see what that specific command does and how to use it. In this case, I am going to use save command to save my script into a folder. Now we can look into that saved file that contains our script, and it shows all the commands and the nodes that they would run on. It needs some improvement. For example, the apt-get install needed manual confirmation, and we would have to add -y here to be able to run it in script form. Further, we ran some manual commands to edit files, and if we wanted to run this as script, we would have to retrieve the versions of these files from Git repository and save them in the appropriate folders instead of editing them on the fly. So there is some manual work still to be done to make this script runnable, but we hope that this provides useful skeleton for users to start with. Thank you, and please check back for more tutorials on Dew.